What we realised in 2021 as we were developing our response and our support of local artists was that they were really doing it tough. We talked to artists, and what we discovered was what they really needed was consistency of work. ArtKeeper was a direct response to the issues that artists were facing through COVID. It was a direct response to calling ourselves HOTA, Home of the Arts, and absolutely loving artists, and it has been phenomenal.
ArtKeeper brought 4 artists into HOTA, paid us a part-time wage for 5 months, and allowed us to play with the institution in however we wanted to make or do whatever we wanted within our own craft.
We are here 3 days a week in this beautiful studio space. It's more space than I've ever seen in my life, so definitely has helped immensely with creation and exploration.
The access to the staff and team have been incredible. We've had support from producers, curators, technical teams, sharing their knowledge and experience with us. It's just invaluable.
We really got to see kind of the flip side of the world that we will be pitching to.
Having access to the gallery curators to come and talk about your work and almost have like a critique, feedback, sounding board all the time, and take some of the career advice that they offer and implement it into my practice. And I feel like I've seen the benefits of taking that advice come through quite soon.
It's actually about an exchange of ideas and culture between the artists and the organisation. What those artists bring to us is absolutely important and amazing, and has changed the way that we think about things here at HOTA.
Having someone like Wesley Enoch working with us as a provocateur has really benefited my practice and my ideas. He's pushed me in a career sense to think bigger, but also conceptually to maybe guide me down different paths that maybe I wasn't seeing.
His role was to be a provocateur, to ask them the hard questions, to work with them so that their artistic practice continued to develop and be pushed to the extreme through this experience.
I generally work with the body, so sometimes my work will come in an embodied format through dance or more physical theatre, and sometimes my work will sit kind of across all of these spaces in some kind of installation or temporary works.
My work tries to talk about the importance of vulnerability, in men especially, to create positive relationships, not just with other people, but with self.
What I've been working on is a project looking at imagined futures, specifically 2080 through the lens of 1980.
I used to be an electrician. I always just felt really stifled and uncomfortable in that role, and kind of always knew that I was an artist. It may have taken me 10 years to get to that path.
We also were an organisation that was struggling with COVID to find our place and our rhythm, and that artists could bring something to the very DNA of the organisation by being embedded with us. It means that you're even closer as an institution to the art, to the creation of art, to that innovation that comes through creative thinking. It really is more about what they bring to us than what we bring to them.
And also having our input as artists back into those programs and the way that the organisation is run. I think that's the key difference of what ArtKeeper is doing in comparison to other residencies.
And if there's one thing that I could recommend to my colleagues across the world, it's do this. Employ artists as a core part of your team. Give them that job security, because they will create incredible work, but they will also enrich your own organisations.